good copywriters, bad copywriters. That's the difference between $1 million and $100,000. That's the big difference between $100 and $10 million. And the copywriters that you see online every day are not the copywriters that you might be thinking about. They're not people who write news articles. They're not people who write blogs. They are copywriters that make money selling other people's products, basically convincing you to stop what you're doing and sell you something online. And that happens where? Four different places that mainly happens. And I'm breaking this down to you because I've been doing this a lot. Expert marketer in the space, social media mastermind, as they may say. Um, Nobody says that. But I've been doing this for a while, and I've been able to highlight how other people make money online. And the way that they do it is by grasping your attention, getting you to consume their content, getting you to consider or convince you of something, and then pulling you down a funnel. Before you know it, you're spending $9.97 on a course, or you're spending $97 on a webinar. And so, who other than Tai Lopez are we going to be looking at today? Tai Lopez, the master of it all, the guy who started the funnel, who broadcasted marketing towards the world and said, "Hey, look at my Lamborghini." That's who we're looking at today. Tai Lopez emailed me earlier, and I haven't been unsubscribed to his emails, or haven't unsubscribed to his emails because it's a great way for you to understand and for me to understand as a marketer and as an entrepreneur. How do I sell more? What are the people making hundreds of millions of dollars convincing other people to give them their money for said course doing it, right? So I'm going to get quickly into how Tai Lopez is selling you on the social media course with only a few lines of copywriting here. And probably how one of the people that he's employing is making $10,000 a month or more just copywriting for him. And so it's an avenue to get into in the future, or if you're looking to get into the $100,000 a year 6-figure club. Anyway, let's get into this. So how you break down a really good email is by the headline or by the subject line. Are you noticing this trend, Sagan? So using my name, getting my attention. Are you noticing this trend? Did it get my attention? Not really. Like, I kind of just clicked past this email, but I can see how this could work. Are you noticing this trend? Right? Asking you an open-ended question, and then, tending to my, bias of like, I don't want to be out on the trend. I don't want to not notice the trend. Right? And so it's like, it's ego bias, right? And so it's like, hey, first name. Think about, and this is the most important part of an email, is like the first question or the first sentence, which is usually a question, right? After the introduction. It's like, it's here. Here it says, think about the meme pages you follow. You know they're profitable, right? And so it's asking you an open-ended question. It's also asking you to read more. And so another way, like if I was selling my course on, let's say, marketing, right? Think about the marketers of 2024. Can you imagine, or think about the 19-year-old marketers in 2024 on YouTube? Do you see that they're making millions of dollars, or don't you know that they're making millions of dollars? And then the second question would be like, or the follow-up would be like, here's how, right? And so he does the same thing. Tai Lopez is doing the same thing. Think about the meme pages you follow. You know they're profitable, right? And it's a business anyone can start with a phone and Wi-Fi, right? And so it's like making it available for everyone, and the link's right there, right? I can click on it and boom, it's definitely going to be a course, right? Just look at influencers in the wild. It's a big Instagram page. That page is reportedly valued at $5 million. Wow. So it's putting the frames together in my mind. After that, good news, right? So it's like, okay, setting the expectation like, okay, you can make $5 million. And then it's looping it back around to like good news. And the good news is what? That you can do it as well, right? Like that's the big thing in copywriting. It's like setup, payoff. Here's this, here's the expectation. Now here's how you can do it. Here is the result, and this is how you can get it, right? So good news, you need to have millions of followers. You don't need to have millions of followers for a viral page to make you an income, right? You need to know how to monetize the page, even if it's small. Okay, so I can have a small page and monetize it. That's what it's telling me, right? So in the copy, it says, you need to know how to monetize a page, even if it's small. These things show you two things, right? It's like, okay, if I know how to optimize this page or monetize this page, then I can make money doing it. And I don't have to have a big page like this guy Influencers in the Wild that everybody knows, referencing $5 million as it's reportedly valued at, right? And so what it does is it makes it all inclusive. It's like, okay, I don't have to have a big page. I can just start doing it. It's a business that anyone can start with the phone and Wi-Fi, yet somebody's doing it, right, at $5 million. So all of this within a few lines of copy is convincing you, or is intended to convince you to buy the course, right? Or to opt in to whatever this link takes you to. And we'll go down it in a bit. But the main strategy here is, right, I'll show you how to do it. That's the number one key, right? So it's setup, payoff, setup, payoff, setup, payoff, problem, solution, problem, solution, problem, solution. Switch it, it's the same thing. That's the key to copywriting. And then how can you make it so that somebody thinks that they can do it easily, right? Or if it's not an easy feat for them to accomplish, then how are they going to get the knowledge for them to complete that thing? And that has to be backed in social proof, which is why Tai Lopez is the guy to sell you this course. I'll show you how to do it. Me and my team do this every day. I'll show you how to start a viral page, grow it, and turn it into a source of income. Okay, stop scrolling. Turn your social media accounts into an income without showing your face. This video explains how it works. Stay strong. Tai Lopez, CEO. TaiLopez.com. P.S. Right? Here's the biggest part. I don't care really where all of these links go. I care about making this video less than 10 minutes. So P.S. Right? I know this works because me and my team do it every day. He's reaffirming that he does it. Viral page will also help you scale your business. Click here to learn more and join the test group. Obviously, it's not a test group really because he's sending this out to thousands and thousands of people, but he is doing well at selling you via the copy. And I think that's the number one thing we have to note, right? And so if we look at what he's showing here, I didn't even open this email, but it's as confirmed, right? This one free feature on Instagram is by far the best way to make money in 2024. So there's a video here, and he says, join the test group, which is not really a test group, but let's join it. And right there, it takes you to an opt-in. And that opt-in, guess what it does? It judges you. It's going to judge you based on how much money you make. If you're very experienced, right, they're going to send you an even bigger package or an even more expensive package, right? Liquid net worth. What's my liquid net worth? Let's say it's 10 million or more, right? Your Instagram, optional, right? So it's checking all the boxes here of grasping your information. And so this is exactly how a good online marketer garners sales from people in all stages of that, below 6 figures to 6 figures to above 6 figures. This is somebody who's doing it and does it well, right? Takes you from the email, makes it real short and sweet, but to a different landing page. And that landing page just does one thing: convince you that the product that they talked about in the email is valuable and why you should buy it, right? And so I'm not even going to go down and see how much it costs. But as you scroll, see, it's more and more of the same, selling you on that big picture idea and more social proof. I'll go more in depth on what the strategy is behind this, and we'll even make it ourselves and try to see if we can garner some sales from it. But I want to make sure we can add some real value, right? I'm not saying that you can't add value here and that you won't receive value from this video or from Tai Lopez's thing, but I want to make sure that we're see-through as possible, transparent as possible. And so I hope that you guys watched this video through and that you were able to gather somewhat of the technique, right? And so the main technique, bringing it back, is like have a hook, provide value, highlight the problem, agitate that problem, say, hey, this is the problem, but don't worry, you can do this, you can solve it, and then provide that value or that solution to the problem at the very end. And then the more times you do that, and the quicker that you can kind of put your words together, shorten your sentences to make that message known, the more clicks you'll get. So that's the basic breakdown of a cold email and how to copywrite like Tai Lopez does. All right, guys, I hope that was insightful. I will get more into the details later. See you guys. Peace.